everyone, and welcome back to another zoo crafting side quest. We are back in Village of Light today, surrounded by our many little villagers. Today they all seem to be collecting down at the bottom, and I swear that those guys in the green shirts are actually cloning themselves, because there's a lot more than last time and it's almost all green shirts. But what do I know? Maybe all the villagers have decided to shift their careers and enter the trade of selling oreberry bushes. I really can't blame them. I think that's kind of awesome. In fact, we could run with that for village lore. We could be selling some oreberry or like they could grow oreberry bushes underground in all of those caves that we found. See? You just have to have a little bit of creativity and a dash of imagination, and you can change anything into a cool story. But yes, today we're actually going to be working. Hello, sir. How are you? Thank you very much. Everyone's been so friendly, giving stuff for Lily and Kate. You two stay here. See, we even have iron ingots. Oh my goodness, they're so noisy today. But today we're going to be working a little bit more on the commercial district, and I'm still pleased as punch at our amazing little leather shop. Look at this. Look at this. We're going to have to do some work so that we can earn this adorable little leather outfit. I mean, it's so cute. It makes you want to come up and look in it and be like, oh, that's adorable. I want to wear that. And then you can talk to her and be like, how are you doing today? Man, that costs a lot. Got to save up some money. Hi there, seriously. Welcome to my little shop. Coco, my partner, is always going off on adventures to bring back new stuff, so check in often. And Coco is actually upstairs. I think I forgot to set her to be allowed to wander. No, she can wander. I think she just gets caught in the cobwebs quite a bit. How are you doing today, Coco? Hey there, seriously. Nice to meet you. The name is Coco, the adventurer. Very nice to see you. I love your little candle right here. But yeah, I adore being able to spend some time looking back over the absolutely amazing little creations we've got. And now, oh, look at that. I love the new doors. Even the new doors on the inn make me so excited. Now we can come in and we can talk with Teddy and see how Teddy is doing and get some of the amazing delicious food if I remembered my coin purse, but I didn't. Hello, Teddy. And then what do we have going on upstairs? Look at this. And you guys came up with some really great suggestions for what to fill this space with. A lot of people were like, aquarium, aquarium. Now keep in mind, aquariums require a lot of room because you have to have the block on the outside to be the glass. Then the whole thing has to be filled with water, so you can't just do like a tiny aquarium. At least right now, I don't have micro blocks working yet. But hopefully one day we can get micro blocks. Or well, no, I have micro blocks working. Rain cloned herself. We definitely have some cloning issues going on. I'm going to have to address that at some point. Rain, you have two of you now. I think she's going to write a book about the experience. What do you think? If you happen to find any stray puzzles, send them my way. Nothing like a bit of light logic to start your morning. Well, this is definitely a logical conundrum for you, if you ask me. So good luck solving that. We'll have to tend. No wonder there's so many of those little villagers zipping around our village. Everything's cloning themselves. But today we're actually doing a little random thing that you guys suggested as a decoration, and I was so excited because I said, oh, we should change this well out for something. And then you guys were like, wishing well! And that was so cool. And let me just say, I tore my hair out trying to figure out how we could get a redstone contraption working for that. I figured out how to get the redstone working so that you toss in a coin and you get out one specific item when you're tossing a coin. But it turns out that I can't make it small enough and hidden enough to go down and spit the item out at you. Then I tried using some command blocks to see if that would work, because it's a harmless thing. We would just give someone a small light little item, nothing too OP, from a command block when they threw something in. And then the one item I wanted to use, that didn't work. So today I'm going to redo this well and show you how I have decided to come up with the Village of Light solution for adding a new area. Also, it's so quiet over here compared to over there. Look at all the villagers. As soon as we get more of the commercial district developed, we take out these little farms, and we put in some more shops and things like that. We'll start adding the gates and the fencing, and then we will transport some of the villagers over here so that they have to spend some time on this side of the village too. Because it's like they don't want to come this far, even though there's all these buildings that naturally spawn to have to do with them. So dividing the area up in districts will really help to get the villagers where they belong. That'll make me pretty happy. But yeah, I'm going to take this well apart, and I hope I didn't step on, nope, I didn't step on Teddy's carrots. That's a good thing. And then I will show you guys the solution that I have come up with for making a wishing well here. And I think it's a pretty fun one given all the mods that we have. Whew, so, 1 second, guys. And ta-da! The fountain is done! And as you can tell, it has a very interesting little addition splashing away up on top up there. But this was probably one of, believe it or not, the most complicated, tricky little builds that I have ever had to do. And you know why? Because of all the research that went into trying to figure out how to make that wishing well. There's some really awesome ways that you can make wishing wells by coming up and like throwing an item in, and the water will carry it down to a hopper, and then the hopper can carry it to a command block or to a, oh, there goes the little water sprites going splish, splish, splish. But yeah, so you could get like hoppers, you could get item dispensers, you could get redstone going on. I played with all of those different things, probably spent about 6 hours trying out different things, but the problem was the space that we had, and that I couldn't figure out a way for it to spit out the item that I wanted. And then when I finally figured out a way for it to spit out the item that I like, the item and to begin with, so that you threw in a gold coin and you got out like a little item, that item ID wouldn't work with the command blocks. And I was like, no! But you know what? This is one of those cases where this is perseverance even. Perseverance, my friends, because when you have a creative idea and it's just not working and you rip your hair out, then sometimes you can come up with something that you enjoy even more. Because at first I was like, no, I shouldn't use a custom NPC. And then I was like, well, I wonder if I could use a custom NPC that was a frog sitting inside of the little pond, and you could talk to the frog and like trade him something for something. And then I was like, well, unfortunately this is 1.6.4 and I don't know of a way to import models in 1.6.4. If you know of a way to even manually import models into the 1.6.4 version of custom NPCs, then I will be so thrilled. I will like shout your name in joy, and it would change the way that we can do things in our world. For now, we have to use workarounds because we're not going to be able to update to 1.7.2 because then we'd lose so many of our cool things and we'd have to start all over again. And I'm very happy with our world. So to be continually happy with our world, we have this result, a little water sprite. And I thought about it and I was like, well, you know what? This works. This works. This is a little water sprite bobbing and jumping in the fountain. The story is that he was trapped deep inside the well. He didn't know what to do with himself, and then we came along and freed him, and now he's so happy. But he's also very curious about the world around him. He kind of likes hanging out in the village, keep an eye on the villagers, seeing what's going on. He doesn't mind being here. Definitely an it. It's just a little water sprite. But it enjoys being here, and it enjoys interacting with people. So if you come up and you interact with it, then you can get some different items. And I thought about it really carefully, and you know, I just couldn't see a water sprite being so excited about gold coins, but he really loves the diamond coins because they've got a little bit of the magic infused in them that he can enjoy, kind of nibble on and play with. So if you throw in a diamond coin, which is 100 gold coins, so it's not cheap, then he will give you a water lily. And this is the exact little plant that I wanted to have our item, like our custom command block spit out, and it can't because I couldn't get it to recognize this item ID since it's 2000:10. It's a, let's see, biomes of plenty. No, I don't think it's biomes of plenty. Maybe it's a biomes of plenty item or a biomes XL. But I was very sad, and I don't want to mess up the server for everyone else by changing item IDs just on whims like that. So I held strong, but I'm happy with what we turned out, because wouldn't it be so cute? Instead of just throwing something into a well and it's spitting out a flower at you, you get to interact with a water sprite. And this opens up the doorway to all of the other magic. There's a lot of magic in the game, a lot of magic in our world. If you start like poking around, like for example, say like just straight up magic brings up a lot of stuff, or potions brings up a lot of stuff, staff brings up a lot of stuff. There's like magic abilities that you can kind of start playing with, not like Ars Magica, but there's definitely some stuff that we could interact with here in the world of Zoodesia. We normally stick to more sciencey things, but clearly the world isn't entirely just based on science and things like that. So this dips a little bit more into that side of our stories, and I think it'll be fun because it'll open the door to having wizards and witches kind of roaming around who will trade with you, teach you how to use magic spells, give you useful things like portal tips and advice, and also some of the other stuff this little guy will give you. Come here, little one. Little water sprite, there you go. A water element, which is just an NPC item, but I plan on having a job open up in the future. Again, remember, this is in the future. You have to wait for the job video to apply, or else I can't keep track of it. But I plan on having jobs open up in the future where people will take this little water element and turn it into mana for you, because there is mana and you can use mana to like shoot little things. So it's not really like my particular forte, diving into the more magical side of things, but this is the village meant for everybody who has various interests. So hopefully this will satisfy some of those. And it's so cute, and he goes splish splish splish, and he gets so confused when you talk to him. He's just like splish 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 splish. And it would be fun to have some villagers, custom NPCs even, just kind of stand by the fountain and talk about the wishes they've made to the little water well, like water sprite. Hi, little guy. And then the celestial crystal shards, which if we had that version of Biomes of Plenty, would be really powerful because they actually summon the Ender Dragon. They're used in a bunch of stages of making items to summon the Ender Dragon, but we do not have that version. So we'll have to come up with some very creative, fun little thing that you can do with the celestial crystal shards. But they're very expensive. Right now they're just decorative, about 300 gold coins. So little water sprite is not cheap, but he's just a little magic elemental that has popped into our world, and I think that he'll be a lot of fun to play with. I'm pretty excited because he's a cute little guy. Look at him go, bobbity bob bob bob. But that finishes off one of our little building projects. So that basically is the wishing well. I would love to try to make another like actual wishing well. So if you guys have some more ideas for what the wishing well could give you in exchange for a gold coin, then let me know. Because the more I thought about it, that water lily that the little water sprite will give you, it goes on top of lily pads, and it's actually a very rare plant, so that's probably pretty fair. It'll be one of those plants that kind of is a status item to show that you either adventured a lot or you've done a lot of work to earn that item in the village. But we have also got my little statue. Now we have a little fountain, and I'm trying to think, what other decorative things should we put in the Village of Light? We've got a lot of room to add more stuff, a ton of room. Now these empty houses are kind of creepy. Over here is going to be where like the farming stuff is, so should we have decorative silos? Should we have like little pens with cows in it? Should we have little setups to look like somebody's churning butter? They're like, I'm curious. Ooh, this is one of those plants we need for a berry bakery. I'm going to snag it. Gotcha. But yeah, I'm curious to know what you guys think we should decorate the village with, because we've got a lot of room. Now we've got one little statue right there. I'm thinking of some other statues that might be fun to add in. Then over here, like, I'm thinking this might be kind of a nice little art corner. Nice little art corner back here. Maybe the school. The residential area is going to be more in here. Whoop! There's some more pork for the doggies. We've also got another diamond and more iron. It's kind of useful just to come into the village and let Lillian Tate's puppy eyes entice the villagers. There you go, my loves. Into giving them tons of things. Hello, everyone. Hello. Whoop. We just got another diamond. See what I mean? Lily. I know, baby. Woo. Lily, watch out. Oh, there's our diamond. Snagged it. Alright, what you doing, Lily girl? Okay, you can come with me then. But yeah, so I mean, we've got the really awesome little guard tower. We've got its training area. And it's just kind of like, should we add a little park here and there where people can just sit down and chit chat? Should we add, like, you guys came up with really awesome ideas, like a little marketplace and a little food grocery store. I hadn't thought about that before. We're definitely going to have a beautiful cathedral. We're going to take out this old church and we're going to build a cathedral of light that's going to have stained glass windows and everything. So I'm pretty excited about all of the different options, and I love hearing your ideas because that's what this village is here for. To show how we're so creative and we think of things together, and it'll be so fun. Ah, good girl, Lily. Who's my silly girl? But yeah, so we're gonna get to work. Oh, that's kind of creepy. It's like staring at you. I'm staring back at you, little cow thing. But I'm gonna get to work clearing out a few more of these little farm areas, and then that way we can put more shops over here in the commercial district. Finish assigning quite a few of the jobs that we already had parceled out. Right, Lily girl? There's quite a few. Like somebody who can sell me dog food. That's very important to me. And if you guys have more suggestions for jobs, I add them to this big list so that in the future I can make videos letting you guys know the jobs are open. All of them are currently closed just because I'm trying to catch up with them, but I had to try out that wishing well, and then I spent hours and hours. I probably spent like 5 or 6 hours a day trying to figure it out, and in the end we just went with a custom NPC, and that's okay because I learned some new things. Lily girl, where'd you go? Lily girl, whoops, I'm throwing your pork on the ground. You probably appreciate that though. But yeah, so I'm very happy with how it turned out. More decoration, like more little things that we could do for decorative pieces would be really helpful. And I'm actually really happy that now we have a little water sprite bobbing around in the Village of Light. It indicates the growth of what things will come, all of the amazing things that we can build here in this world. So, just a, whoops, throwing my gooseberry everywhere. Just a little thing so you can see we've added a little thing to the village, but I'm very happy with it. And now we'll get back to work on the other parts of the village and then playing with my little puppies. Playing with my little puppies. Lily girl, where's the good girl? Oh, the good girl. There we go, good girl. All right, well, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye-bye.